was built by the DeLavergne Machine Company in New York City about 1900. Runs on the 4-stroke cycle like most engines. It uses a system of combustion that was invented by Herbert Stuart Ackroyd in the late 1880s. Basically what happens here is the front of the cylinder piston stops about here. This is a vaporizer assembly here. This is jacketed, it's cooled by water. The front of this is raw iron, it's not cooled. So we have a torch under there to preheat this engine. It only has about a 3-to-1 compression ratio, so we have to preheat it. It is a compression ignition engine. This vaporizer has a hole that communicates to the cylinder. It's about 3 or 4 inches in diameter. The way this works, if you look at the linkage here, this is the intake rocker and intake cam lobe, and this is the injection pump. So this engine injects on the intake stroke, which this injector here squirts fuel against the uncooled hot iron plate in the front of the vaporizer assembly, allows it to evaporate while the engine is on the intake and compression stroke. After the engine is running, this chamber is full of exhaust products, so it doesn't really fire until late in the compression stroke, when fresh air from the intake charge, which is just air, ends up moving into the vaporizer. Combustion starts, the pressure rises in the vaporizer, and a lot of raw fuel is pushed back where there's more air to burn in the main cylinder. So basically this causes a lower rate of rise of cylinder pressure, so you won't hear this engine knock and clank like a normal oil engine. That was the invention that Herbert Stuart Ackroyd came up with to lessen the knock and the pounding of the rod. This was the very first commercially successful oil burning engine.
Good. You ready?
Yeah, good.